furnaces and stuff. Or if we wanted to, we could open it up and then have glass. We could just have it like encased in glass so that when we go by, we can see it all working and stuff. That might be fun too. Either way, it would change the way it looks down here a little bit. Maybe instead of just having this big white wall, we could have some glass instead, so that when we run by, we can look in and we can see all of the furnaces doing their thing or whatever. Another consideration that we're going to want for this is, well, all this stuff is going to have to be pushed back one, so that's fine too. We can use hoppers and stuff to do that. The chests and whatnot, we have to move them back. And then I thought I had a smeltery building. No, that's a cookhouse. It's a big kitchen. That's outside. That's not a smeltery building. We want the smeltery to be down here close to central storage, right? It makes sense. Because stuff that goes in might need to come back out and automatically be put into some of these boxes rather than put into like a delivery box or whatever. So we'll probably do it like that. And then we'll probably have this system extend down to about here as well, but for stuff where we're sure that we're gonna have like less of it, like stuff that we can't really set up a farm for. Like I'm thinking probably sand and gravel, which we're always gonna have to pick manually. You could go into like smaller ones here. Redstone as well. We're never gonna have that much. Coal, you know what I mean? There's no reason why we need this much. But then we could have one for like dried kelp, for example, or even just kelp because we have a farm for that. Gunpowder, I don't think we'll ever need one for, but you know what I mean? Like stuff where we're gonna have lots of blocks, lots of things made automatically, like iron. If we get an iron farm set up, yeah, shit like that, you know what I mean? All of that kind of stuff. I don't know what happened to Gary. I don't even know if he's still alive, but the word is foundry. Yeah, it's a foundry, isn't it? Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. It's not a smeltery. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a foundry. You're right. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. You're right. It is a foundry. I just couldn't think of the word at the time. Right, so let's put some of this crap away that we don't need. Like, these signs can go in here. These ladders, we don't need them right now. We got all this gunpowder. In fact, how much gunpowder do I have? I have 2.5 stacks of gunpowder. So we can grab 2 and, what's that? Almost a half stack. And we'll just make all this TNT up. See how much we get. 32 TNT, not bad. Not bad at all. That's pretty good. Okay, great. Let's put some stuff up there. White stained glass we don't need right now either. We used lots of that, holy crap. And we do not need any smooth stone, but we might need some later. Cobble can go in there. Sand can go in the top. This stuff can go in the top. Drop dye off. This stuff can go in here. And the flesh and bones and everything else. And then let's put this crap in here. We don't need to hang on to it. The bed. And then torches, and then we got our water buckets just in case we need them, and everything else. Okay, cool. Well, I'll get my inventory sorted out, and then we'll start making us start on this smeltery. I think we're gonna need a whole bunch of iron. So we might have to think about getting this iron farm set up soon too. But putting a smelter on the output of the kelp farm work to dry it automatically, like with hoppers. Yeah, it would. Yeah, and we are gonna probably end up doing that. Okay, so dye can go in here, gunpowder can go in here too, and this rotten flesh can go in here for now as well. We'll hang on to this, and then we got all these bones that we can start putting in there too. Perfect. So what's left in my inventory? Okay, just this TNT that we can deliver over here too. How do I think this run will come to an end? I firmly believe that we will not be successful in our first fight with the Ender Dragon, and I think that's where it's going to end. But who knows? I could be wrong. It might happen before that. I might fall down and kill myself. God, who knows? There's a million ways to die in Minecraft, isn't there? Oh, God, that's a lot of TNT. Perfect. What is all the kelp for? It's for renewable fuel, basically. We're going to make, like, fuel blocks out of all the dried kelp. So we're going to dry the kelp. We're also going to fuel the process of drying the kelp with kelp, which is pretty good too. And then we're gonna send fuel into our foundry. Our foundry. It's not a smeltery. It's a foundry. And use that to help us burn stuff. Basically, we're gonna burn a lot of stuff. We will convince him to take all the armor off and show us the fall of the creeper hotel joke. Yeah, that'll be it. We're gonna do the fall off the creeper hotel joke with no armor on, and we'll have forgotten that the safety pool is gone. Do we want to? I think we. There's probably not many. There's been 8 customers. There's been 8 customers already this morning at the creeper hotel, so that's not bad. Where are we gonna be? We're gonna be downstairs, so we should be getting a lot of gunpowder while we're down there. We're gonna need some concrete, but not too much. I think we'll probably use a lot of glass. Yeah, we will need some concrete for the foundry downstairs. Probably will, actually. We'll make it quite big, I think. We'll make it bigger than it needs to be. Will we? Do we want to make it bigger than it needs to be? I don't know if we need to make it bigger than it needs to be, chat. What do you think? What are we thinking here? Bigger than it needs to be? I think no. Okay, look, I'm gonna put it here as well, so that it uses up some of this space in the high room, and then we could just leave that low room as like a giant pillar, or maybe just put something else in there instead. Like maybe we could just have a bunch of dedicated smelters for kelp in this lower bit, and then everything else can like come into this bigger bit here. So we'll dig out this area pretty much like this, and this will be the room. I don't know what it's going to look like. I haven't really thought about it much. Like, I guess it's just going to look like a server room, but instead of servers, it's going to have furnaces with ways to get stuff to the furnaces, and then make it easy for us to just be able to drop stuff in a box, have it go through and process, and then pick stuff up out of a box after it's done. You know what I mean? Like, once it's up and running, we can just load up like a whole bunch of cobble, for instance, and then just set that going so that we get a bunch of stone. And then we can either loop that back up to the storage system, or just put it in the box manually ourselves. It doesn't really matter. Oh, you have Minecraft on my mind. Yeah, I do. All the time, man. The whole time I was off yesterday, I had Minecraft on my mind the whole time. Actually, I lie. I played a bunch of Rust yesterday in between. Like, I didn't have time to, like, fully stream, but I did have a couple of chances to get out here and play a bit of Rust. Man, we're so bad at Rust. Oh, God, it's unbelievable. Like, it's embarrassing. We're so bad at Rust. Our bases suck. Like, you know what happens to us? This has happened to us twice. I hate to admit it, because normally I'm, like, not overly terrible at games, but Rust I'm really bad at. This has happened to us twice, okay? And we have a group of like 6 people playing. One guy turns up and kills all of us, and then camps us for a good long while until we lose everything. You know, like, and he just sits outside. So yesterday I logged in, and we thought that it was going to be a smart idea to have a compound rather than a big base. We had like lots of little bases kind of close to each other, right? So we had a separate like furnace base, like a tiny base just filled with furnaces, and then we had like a bigger base where we stored like all of our stuff, kind of like, I don't know, 20 feet away or something. Like, it wasn't far. So I was in the furnace room, and then I think Ravs was like, "Oh shit, I'm dead. There's somebody outside." So we're like, "Okay, fine. Like, where is he? What's going on and stuff?" We're so bad at Rust. We're so rusty at Rust as well. And you know what? I don't know if I ever really have played Rust properly until like really recently. Like, so this guy, our base was pretty bad. It had windows upstairs, okay? It had windows with like bars and shutters and stuff like that. But some of our chests upstairs were close to the window. So this guy was just reaching into the window and looting stuff out of our chests, which wasn't great. So he built a ladder and some twig platforms, and he had this like, you know, little ledge that he could just run around, look in all the windows, kill us repeatedly and steal our stuff from. So it wasn't great. And then so I was in this other like you know, I was in this like well, it was like a foundry, I guess. We had all of our furnaces in there making metal and stuff like that. And so I could hear all this going on, and people were like, he's on the roof, he's looking in the windows and stuff. I had a gun. So I peeked out and I shot him a couple of times. I didn't kill him though. And like, you know, the way people who are good at Rust play Rust is they always have tons of medicine on them, right? They take a shot that they survive, and they just duck behind a corner and they pop medical syringes until they've healed back up, and then they're good to go again, right? They can keep fighting or whatever. So I hit him a few times, but I didn't down him, and he was just like healing up and everything. And then eventually the guys in the base just got killed so many times they lost all their guns. So it was just me left for him to deal with. So I opened the door to have a look where he was, and fucking he instantly headshot me. So he got into the airlock of the furnace base, but he couldn't get fully in. There was a couple of doors in his way, sort of thing. But it was only a small little thing. And then later on in the day, so he fucking bullied us for a while. He finally left. He took like most of our guns and stuff. He finally left, and then later on I came back. So I logged off for a bit, went inside, did a couple of things, came back, and it must have been the same guy, unless it was somebody totally different. But they raided our furnace room, and they built this great... They stole all the metal from our furnace room, and with that metal, they made metal walls on the roof of our furnace room and put a code lock door at the top with some stairs going down, and then they code locked a TC in there as well. So it was completely useless. They stole all of our stuff and then fortified that place with it. Oh fuck, it was unbelievable. Yeah, so it was a pretty bad day. I don't think we've had any good days in Rust. Having said that, it was pretty rough. But you know, it's still fun. I like it, but it is rough. All right, so this wall is going to come back one, isn't it? So let's get rid of this, and we'll move this back. Now, God, that was a long chat about Rust, wasn't it, chat? But to be fair, I was doing other stuff, right? So it's probably fine. I'm gonna have to light that up in there too, aren't I? And then I'll probably sleep when the time comes too. So where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's good. So that should be pretty well lit up. Let's make sure that nothing can spawn down here. So we have client light is 10, 9. Do we see any 7s? There's an 8 there. But no, we're looking pretty good. How's it in the corners and stuff here? There's an 8 there too. The middle.
Update on the man flu. I've gone through 2 boxes of man-size Kleenex and was convinced I was dying yesterday.
Yeah.
Expecting to grow a penis any day now.
Yeah.
Bad luck your daughter got sick so soon after starting school.
Yeah.
Hope she recovers soon.
I mean, yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, Purple Chewbacca. I hope you recover soon too. It's not bad luck. It is just that is just nursery for you. They spend all their time at home in like a relatively germ-free capacity. You know what I mean? Like, especially like we make our kids like wash their hands and stuff like that. I know a lot of people don't, but we do. And so they're not sick kids. You know, they don't get sick all the time. But when they're around a whole bunch of new people, then they get sick. So it was bound to happen. She'll just have to like build up her immunities to like dirty kids over her years at school. You know what I mean? My son was the same. He was like, started his first week at nursery, he was fine, and then fucking he was just out for the count for like 2 weeks after being exposed to like a bunch of like filthy other children. You know what I mean? It's just the way it goes. Teach them to sneeze into their elbow and not their hand. Great idea. Yeah, I will definitely do that. It's a really good idea. All right, so we're going to move this down too, so that we can sort out this corner. That would be good, actually. Sorting out this corner is going to be really nice. And at least that'll look better. And then we'll have to think about sorting out these lights on the floor here too. And then we have to also think about how we're going to do this automation too. There's a couple of ways that we could do it. We could do it like, we could have a minecart that goes around and delivers. Like if we have a minecart that has a hopper in it, we could fill that up automatically with like coal. And then that minecart, when it reaches a certain amount, can activate and go around and like fill up stuff. That could be kind of fun. One thing we need to, I need to figure out though, is how to do like, how to do limits. You know what I mean? Do we want a full stack of like 64 fuel? Or do we just want to like have, you know, a consistent stack of like 5 fuel? You know what I mean? And then we'll have way more fuel to go around. I guess you can do it with what? Comparators? Kind of like we did with the storage thing? Would that be the way to do it? Use hand sanitizer. Wrong conversation. We've moved on from that one. That looks so much better, doesn't it? It lines up a lot nicer. It does not line up nice here, though. But that should be okay. These corners... I think this corner will always just be a little bit awkward unless we just get rid of it entirely. Which we could do. Once we get the other stuff set up. But we'll just leave it for now. At least this is now straight. So that's at least a bit better, right? A full stack of hand sanitizer. Now you're talking. Now you're talking.
I see trees of green red roses, 2 red roses, 2 red roses, 2, and I think to myself, red roses 2. I see skies of blue red roses 2, the bright blessed days of red roses 2, and I think to myself, red roses 2, the colors of the red roses so pretty and ASCII.
Thanks very much for that, Dr. Fritz. Incredible. Just a perfect remix. Just a perfect... It's like listening to the Beastie Boys. Cats drop string. Is that meant to be like their whiskers or something? Is it meant to be their whiskers? Oh, are the roses red or pink? They're red, I think. Thanks again, Dr. Fritz. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see 'em bloom. What a nice song, though, isn't it? I know I'm kind of like ruining it right now, but... And by that I mean absolutely killing it with my vocal range. But yeah, it is a nice song though, isn't it? It's a bit of a tearjerker. To think that somebody... You know, I read a nice article yesterday. I read this article about this dude in... I think he's like from Hull or something? In England, anyway. And he runs a not-for-profit plumbing service, right? So what he does is he goes out and he fixes boilers for like elderly people who are ill or alone and they can't afford to pay, you know, massive repair bills and stuff like that. So he goes out and he fixes them, and on like the invoices and stuff. I think he went out to this lady's house and fixed her boiler. It was like had high pressure and a couple of leaks and stuff. So he fixed it all up, and on the invoice, like for like his staff, he put like under no circumstances will we charge this woman or something like that. Like it's just the cost is zero. Didn't have to pay a thing, sort of thing. And then I think the older woman must have shown her daughter or something. And the daughter was like, what the fuck? And she put it on Twitter, and like apparently just like blew up. Like everybody's like, what the fuck is crazy? Like, and apparently he's been doing it for like 8 years, and he's like in quite a bit of debt. But he just does it. It's just like he's just trying to like get people to sponsor him doing it or whatever. And he's apparently like fixed the plumbing for like hundreds or thousands of people for no charge whatsoever. Fucking great, eh? Just when you think this world is so fucked up that it's beyond redemption, there's just like tiny glimmers of hope every once in a while, right? This is a really nice story, man. Like, what a fucking nice guy. It's unbelievable, eh? Holy shit. It's crazy. I was blown away, chat. I was blown away. Does it make me want to go out and do anything like that? No. I'll say I'm a piece of shit, so no. But it's a nice story. It was really nice that somebody out there is not a piece of shit and is doing that kind of stuff. Am I still crying? No. No, I'm fine now. So I got a little bit choked up when I read it, but I'm fine now. I've recovered. Then it comes out he collects children's bones or something. Hopefully not. Hopefully not, but you never know. The cynical side of me would say probably, but you know what I mean? I doubt it. I doubt it. Come on. Come on. Let's just say he's probably a nice person, right? You play Minecraft for the people who can't afford to play Minecraft themselves? That's right. You're right about that. I do. That's exactly why I'm here. To do just that. Play Minecraft for the people. Okay? All you guys at home can't afford to play Minecraft yourselves. That's why I'm here, guys. Cost you nothing. Except you have to have an internet connection. And some sort of way of watching it, like a computer or tablet or whatever. So it's kind of expensive when you think about it, really. But worth it, right? Am I right? Worth it? Yeah. Yeah, that's right, chat. You know it. You know it's worth it. 100% worth it. Fucking good. Good, I'm glad to hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we could go in a little bit further here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go in this far. To the next light up point. Well, it's good to like excavate a lot of this stuff down here because it means that if there's any like hidden caves or anything down here as well, we'll find them and light them up, and then that's just going to be more gunpowder. Although I think our rate of gunpowder acquisition is quite nice now. It turns out we don't need stacks and stacks of it. Just a stack every once in a while is more than enough to keep the concrete flowing. I think our big bottleneck now is sand and gravel. Because we have to mine it all manually. We have to dig it up, sorry, I should say, manually. So that's not the best. Oh, I went too further there, actually. Gunpowder. Yes, gunpowder, that's right. Make a farm for gravel. I don't know how to make a gravel farm. I don't think you can make one. Is it, was it in Tekkit where you could, like, smash up cobblestone and make gravel? Remove sand and replace with dirt to save the planet. I guess I could do that, yeah. Sir Zero Apples, thanks so much for the donation. Sips, I got a tattoo of the date I met my best friend, but it's the wrong date. It's 2017 instead of 2007. Give me a cool story to tell over the mistake. Thanks, Daddy-O. Okay, so hang on a second. You got 2017, but it's meant to be 2007. Can't you just say that you got the tattoo in 2017? Nobody will know, right? Just say, I got this tattoo in 2017 to commemorate my friend. And then people say, like, why didn't you get it of the date that you met your friend? Just say, oh, shit, that's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? Just play dumb. I would just play dumb on that one. No story is going to be cool enough to make up for that mistake, right? Like, tattoo stories generally are, it's either I felt like getting a tattoo so I went to get one, or I was dared to get a tattoo so I got one, or I was drunk and decided to get a tattoo and I got one. That's it for tattoo stories, right? Nobody ever, and like, if you get a tattoo of like your girlfriend's name on like the shaft of your dick or something. That falls under the first point, right? The first category. I just felt like getting one. There's not much more to it, right? It's not that interesting, really. So I think play dumb. I hated you until 2017. Yeah. I had a realization in 2017 that actually you're a tolerable person. But before then, really insufferable. I could not stand you at all. So 2017 was the big turnaround. Man, guys. Tuesday. Planet Zoo Day on Tuesday. We're able to play it on Tuesday. Are you guys excited? Because I am pretty excited. I really hope that it's going to be good. I don't know what to expect. I hope that it's more like Planet Coaster and not like Jurassic World Evolution. Jurassic World Evolution was pretty cool though for about 20 hours and then not so much. Planet Coaster had so much more to give, well beyond 20 hours, right? I hope there are llamas in that zoo and they're treated well. Yeah, there might be actually. Planet Zoo only starts at 4 p.m. on the Tuesday though? Really? 4 p.m.? That I did not know. I thought it was going to be like a full day. Well, either way, we'll just have to do a night stream. Jurassic World was alright, then suddenly trash. If it wasn't for the dinos, it would have sucked them off. Right. Okay, Dale. What? Yeah, the dinos were cool though. At first, but it got a little bit samey after a while, didn't it? There just wasn't enough stuff to like like there wasn't like much of an economy management sort of model behind it. Like a lot of like the ranger stuff was a bit gimmicky, you could like shoot the darts yourself and stuff like that. And there just wasn't much to it, you know what I mean? It was a cool idea and like the graphics were nice and building like a couple of dino pens from the off. Oh right, instead of suck them off. Right, sorry. Dale. Take my pants off, okay. There wasn't enough freedom? Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think there was enough either. Right. So this is going to be this will be where we smelt and do stuff that isn't kelp related, right? I think we're going to have a smaller room in here just for kelp. So the room in here will handle the kelp, dry it, and then put it into a spot whereby we can just pick it up with next to a crafting table, make it into blocks, and then we can feed blocks into the system, right? So we'll have like a delivery system for this as well. So we'll start excavating this out as well. And this will be like in the smaller room next to it. I think that'll be nice. It'll use up this space really nicely.
You're doing great, Dad!
I'll just do like a little bit of it, and then we'll figure out what the inside's gonna look like for the other side, and then we could just sort of copy it on this side as well. You smoke the kelp. I mean, another thing we could do is we could like line the walls of this. We could make it look like SpongeBob's bedroom or something down here. We could like line the walls with like aquarium glass, put some kelp in there, and do all the smelting in there, so it's like themed. I don't really want to do that. It's just an idea. Just Mr. Ideas. It's early for me, He's just revving up a bit. How's Terry doing? He's doing great. Yeah, Terry's fine. He's absolutely fine. No problems. No problems on the Terry front. Right. So this stuff will move into here, and my inventory is full. Okay, I'll come back down and get all this. You want crude? What's that? Is that all of it? There's some stone here too that came out of that. Okay, that's fine. Get all this stuff stored. You want terrycon? Right. Are you sure? You think you want terrycon, but you don't. And the reason is, I don't think I don't even think Terry wants terrycon. I don't think he would go. Terry's quite happy where he is, just doing his own thing, Just wants to do his own thing. Let's sleep. In fact, let's sleep because it is the nighttime right now. It doesn't sound terrible. No, it does though. It does. Terry's not up for it. Okay. I asked him and he said no. Oh, I can't pick up that crafting bench because I have too much stone on me right now. Stone, and I have too much coal as well. Okay, let's get all this delivered down into the gutty works here. And then we'll hang on to all these furnaces and stuff. That's fine.
Hey Sips,
Hey.
got a joke for you.
Right.
Hopefully you haven't heard this one already.
I probably
What
have.
happened to the Indian chief who drank 15 cups of tea before bedtime?
What?
That night he drowned in his TP.
Oh my god, Baldwin GP, that was terrible. Thanks for the donation though, man, but oh my god. That was a bit of a stinker. It's gotta be said. that was a bit of a stinky one. A ban. That was a ban. I don't know if it was a ban necessarily, chat, but it was a bit of a stinker. Right, so we're gonna have like I keep saying, but it's gonna have to travel up. So the stuff that comes into the chest, we're gonna have to dispense it out into some sort of water elevator because the hoppers can't travel upwards. They can only travel downwards, right? If we want hoppers to work. And because we want to be able to just put stuff in on this level, that's what we're going to have to do. So behind here, we're going to have some sort of like gutty works for all this stuff, right? The only other way we could do it potentially is we can't really deliver it to... Huh. Just trying to think. What kind of setup do we want for the furnaces? Do we want them like all up on the wall with like hoppers coming down and delivering? And then where does the coal get delivered into? Is it the side of them? And then the actual stuff needs to be delivered into the top? Penis furnace. Yeah, and then the output stuff comes out the bottom, right? Comes out the bottom. So I can kind of like visualize it, but it's messy. It's gonna be a real mess, actually. So the coal needs to be delivered from the side, right? Into the furnaces? Or is it the top? Does the coal get delivered in the top? Coal on the side, smelting or cooking in the top, and then out on the bottom. Right, so it is the side. And coal can go in the back. All right, so coal can go into the back as well. That's interesting. Right, so we could potentially make it so that... All right, into the back. So we could have lines of the back, and then we could have lines that go into the top. And then we could have hoppers coming out of the bottom. Or we could do it, instead of having hoppers coming out of the bottom, we could like have like a minecart go around and take the stuff, right? It could like travel underneath all of them, pick up all the stuff, and then deliver it, sort of thing. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I wonder if we do this like with a minecart hopper or something like that. That could look really cool, right? Instead of we'd have so many hoppers that I think would be like unmanageable, right? We might be able to do it with, we'd have to have hoppers. We'd have to have 3 hoppers per smelter, pretty much, right? To accept the stuff in the first place. Or do you? How does it work? Okay, how does it work if, say, for instance, I had... Oh, no, you would have to, right? You'd have to go over top of it and have... So you would need 3 hoppers per smelter no matter what. Can I transport it with water? I can transport it with water, yeah. And I don't mind transporting it with water, but I still need 3 hoppers per. So we might as well just use minecarts instead, yeah, because we can use hopper minecarts, right? Okay, we might have to test it out a little bit. It might take a little while to do it, but it could look kind of cool when it's done. All right, let's see. We'll dig this out just a little bit more, and then we'll put something in here and see what it looks like. Mr. Ideas is thinking about this. Mr. Ideas thinking about this, and you know what? He's having a pretty... You know what? Actually, we could have done this for storage as well. We could have done this for storage. But there's some redstone, like, shittery required, right? You don't need coal as fuel. Just use bamboo. No, I'm not using coal. I'm going to use kelp. Dried kelp blocks. You'd need redstone clock and droppers or dispensers to move items upwards from inventories. No, I think what I'm going to do is... I think actually we're going to dig out this a little bit so that there's like room at the bottom to do stuff. And then along the top here we'll have like transport. Yeah, I think this could work, actually. I'm kind of excited about this. I think this will be nice. Hear me out, chat. I'm excited, yeah. Where's Gary? I don't know where Gary is. He might be just like behind the machines still, or he might be dead. Who knows? He had a good run down here. He did have a good run. But all things must pass, including Gary. It happens. Chat, just happens. When you least expect it. Remind me that I have to pick up my son, okay? I don't want to forget. Remind me when it's like... Let me know when it's 2:30, and then I'll start looking even more. So, like, in 40 minutes, let me know. Alright. Very important. Okay, let me go grab... Okay, let me put some of this stuff in here just for now. Just don't need it. We're gonna need to make some smokers and stuff, too. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. So we'll put this in here. This mine cart can go in here for now too. That's fine. We'll pick it up after when we need it. Do I have 2 beds up? No, I don't. Okay. And I've come up here to pick up rail. Activator rail? We might need an activator rail as well. Let me just grab all of my... Okay, actually, I need some minecarts, so I'll take these with me. And what else do I need? Do I need anything else from this chest? Oh, I don't think so. Piercing 3 on that. Oh, all this string. I got a bit of bone meal, and I got some birch signs here, too, for some reason. I don't know why I have those. Okay, let me just check down here quick. Ask Alexa to remind me. Alexa's too stupid. She's too dumb for that, chat. She'll never do it. She'll never remind me. She'll forget. Guaranteed. Okay, let's put that there. We might grab some of these redstone lamps, actually. Let's just see. And then is there anything that I need from here? No. Okay. I would never trust Alexa to remind me of anything important. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't. Right. Okay. So, I want this stuff. Crafting table I don't need. We're going to test out some of this stuff and see how it goes. Actually, this crafting table I do sort of need. Or what was it again? We're gonna put this down here so that if I need to craft anything right now, I can quickly. Do we need to drop this down one more potentially? I'm gonna say yeah, let's. Okay, we're gonna drop this down one more. Oh, chat. I gotta tell you, I'm pretty excited here. I think it's gonna be great. Sips loves Ocean Man. Oh man. The problem is that I've just heard Ocean Man way too many times recently. Way too many times. Hey, did you see that guy from the Backstreet Boys? Well, you know the brothers. Is it the Carter brothers? The older one had to like file a restraining order against the younger one because the younger one like threatened to like kill his wife or something. What the fuck? That's crazy, eh? That's crazy. What about that I Got Bitches song? What about it? It's a great one. It's a real doozy, isn't it? I got bitches all up in my face and every day. Sucking on my balls. Okay, so we can drop into the side of these, right? So we're gonna want to hang on. So just to test it out, this will be like our test thing here, right? So we're gonna have to dig this out behind here. Gonna have to make some hoppers too. I think I have enough wood to make the chests that I need for the hoppers as well. Hopefully. If I'm tired of Ocean Man, I should try Sea Man. My favorite dessert topping. Good advice. Thanks very much. Love that. Right, so we need some... God, I'm running really low on iron. Dangerously low, chat. Dangerously low. Okay, let's make a couple of chests here. So that's like 8. And 8 hoppers. Okay, and I want to make a hopper mine cart as well. So... that's going to go around and deliver to these things. We're going to test this out. So this should deliver coal, right? Okay. So then we put what? Rail? And then we can have the rail. Oh, wait. We might need some space in between. So we'll have to dig out under there too. But let's just try and see if this works, right? So we'll go rail like this, and then we should be able to get away with just like some powered rail to give it a boost around, right? And then I'll just need to grab some redstone torches. I want to see if this works first, and then if it does work, we can fart around with it a bit more. All right, so this actually has to be next to it too. All right, good. And then this thing could go that, and then in here we could put coal. And then we what? Just push it around. Okay, so it's delivering like one at a time when it goes around. And then we want it to carry on going around, right? The redstone block. A redstone block next to it, you mean? So if this thing keeps going around like that and delivering coal, that's fine. It can do that. So we can have it doing like a huge loop around, delivering the coal and stuff. But every once in a while, it'll have to stop and restock, right? So we'll have to put some logic in there for it to be able to restock. Right? Doesn't matter if it's a block or torch. Have it going completely around the furnaces on both sides. Yeah, I mean we can, but it's gonna go around like the whole room here. We're gonna have like many more furnaces basically. So I'll make a couple more furnaces now, for example. Oh god, we have 27 furnaces. That's crazy. You don't need hoppers on the back of the furnaces. You don't? So what? Will it just deliver it when it goes by? If you drop coal on a block on top of the cart, it will fill the cart. So can we just run it like this? Is that what you're saying? And it'll still deliver? Coal only goes into the back. Well, it could go into the side as well. Well, I mean, we can try it. Doesn't matter. We could test it out and see. So let's take this coal out so that we can see where we're at with it. See if it does in fact deliver, because then we can save on some hoppers. Let's just give that a nudge. Okay, so it's no longer delivering. So that doesn't work. Oh god, no. Oh shit, what am I doing? I want to keep these here. It's this bit that I want to get rid of. So I think I do need the hoppers. I think the hopper cart has to connect up to another hopper to deliver these at the back. Drive over top of the furnaces. Oh, you think that'll work? Okay, let's try that. So that'll be going through the top. Okay, let's try that. Nope. So that doesn't deliver it either. So I think we have to have hoppers in the back. Whoops. In the back here. But that's fine though. Sue chat. Yeah. Always Sue chat. Okay, so we know that this works. And we need this space just to be able to do this. But, so what we would like is to now get rid of this stuff. So we need like a place for it to be able to stop. So it's got to be able to come off the track. So is there a way to like switch the direction of the track? Like, is there like a signal or something like that that we can make? Redstone, torch, signal, no, rail. There's a detector rail. So the detector rail, is the detector rail kind of like an observer, just waits for something to pass over it and then it sends a signal? If you power a curve, it should turn around. It's like a pressure plate. Top side of furnace is the top input. Sides and back are bottom input. And bottom is the output. Yeah, sides and back. Why don't I have two carts? When the second one arrives, it bumps the first one off the unpowered rail and on its way. Just have to power an intersection. Right. So if I go past a comparator and I can see that the thing is like empty, is that a possibility? If the cart passes by a comparator and the comparator notices that it's empty, can it signal the intersection to power and then it'll go through? Or not really? You can't power a curve. Oh, you can't. So how do you... there is a way. I'm sure there is a way. Maybe not of powering the curve, but... This is gonna be awesome. Oh my god. There's gonna be so much fucking stuff smelting down here. But we gotta get to work first. Where's my torches? So just put that there for now. Okay, so that's gonna go around and then we'll have it come all the way around here too, okay? And that's how we're gonna deliver. So we're gonna have to have way more hoppers. And then over here, we're going to excavate this out. So that the cart can occasionally come in here to refuel when it needs to, right? When the cart's empty. So by doing that, we'll ensure that the cart is always topped up with coal. We'll have like a lot of it spare. It'll go around delivering, and then the furnace should just inevitably just sort of top up, right? They'll be full up, and then they just shouldn't lose like anything. I think. Because we want this, we want the fuel in circulation, right? We don't want it just sitting in a chest for the most part. It is a good idea, but dude, what? Why are you guys calling me dude? What's going on? What's with all the dudes and broskies and stuff? What happened? Dude. Fucking... What the hell? Bro. Dude. What have I done? Where's all this dude... Where's all this dude coming from? What did I do? Dudes. Dude. Bunch of morons. Oh god. You fucking bunch of crazy morons. Okay, I'll leave that bottom bit in just for now so that I can get up to the top. And then we'll figure out how to do this thing. Oh, that's awkward. So this wall is set back. Okay, that's fine. We can... I know what we can do with that. We'll just do this for now, and then we'll fix it after. You're doing great, dude. Hey, thanks very much, dudes. Dude. Come on, dude. Oh, there's a lot of kelp in there. Yeah, thunder. Time to go to bed. Dude, what was that? Thunder, I guess. It's a thunderstorm outside. There's a thunderstorm. Crazy, huh? I know, I couldn't believe it myself when it happened. Right, so... Fucking hoppers, man. We're gonna need a lot of hoppers. Okay, some blast furnaces as well. So, for the blast furnaces... Blast furnaces we can have at the end here. So all these other furnaces will be for other stuff. But then look, we're going to have to put some special logic in for the blast furnaces too. Because the blast furnaces, we only want ores delivered to them, right? Because it won't do anything else. So we only want like gold or iron to go through to them. Yeah, I got to take a little break pretty soon to go get my son. It's 10 after 2. Basically, you need to leave here at like 5 to 3. Go pick him up. It'll take me like 5 minutes. I'll go pick him up and I'll be right back. I've eaten lunch and stuff already, so it's not going to be a long break. What demonic circle is this? Yeah, we're making like a delivery system for coal. And we're also going to make a delivery system for stuff that we want to smelt. Yeah, how old is my son? He's 7. He's gonna be 8 in December. He's turning 8 this year. Right. So rails, we can make some rails, just not all the rails. We never need the front, right? So actually we could fit some more furnaces in these corners too. Because we never really need the front. It's just the back. We just gotta make sure that we place them right. I think it's like that. Okay, cool. So that can deliver all the way around there too. So we'll have some hoppers, and then we'll need some... I'll probably deliver from the side there, and this will probably deliver from the side here. That'll deliver from here, so we can just put that there, because that's the back. Because that's the side, isn't it? The other side. Wait. No, so it's either back or side for the coal, right? And then the stuff that needs to go in the top will have another thing, another loop for the top, which will come from somewhere else, right? So we'll have to have it like... It's going to look great, actually. It's going to look awesome, but it's just going to take some time to do. We're also going to need many more hoppers for this, too. Because I want it to be pretty big. I want it to be bigger than it needs to be, if you know what I mean. Like, I think it'll look better like that. So I can make 16 now. Grab some more... Wait, how much do I have here? Hopper. Okay, I can make 15 hoppers. Oh my god. So many hoppers needed. Fuck me. Okay, it'll be worth it though, chat. Don't worry. Trust me when I say this. I need more wood. So we're gonna start turning this stuff into planks as well. That was my supply of beams, but whatever, right? We're gonna need many more hoppers, so we might as well just use all this up for chests. grab another stack of iron. Oh my god, I'm almost out of iron completely. That's nuts. I really don't want to go strip mining either. Okay, I can make 12 more hoppers. So I have a whole bunch of chests left over.